So getting into techniques, most of them like you just move lymph and blood. I say just, but it's big. It's really helpful. Some techniques increase glutathione, encourage sweating, actually encourage cellular repair, nervous system calming, sleep. When I have a client who can't take many supplements, I have them do more detox techniques. And they will tell me, "Oh, I've tried everything." Well, you really it is impossible. You haven't tried everything. I had one client was so sensitive. He couldn't even like sit in the sun. He couldn't hardly do anything. He would just do the teeniest, tiniest little things. And it helps. You just have to meet yourself where you're at. So here are some ideas, and we have more in our blog. Um, but these are things that all could be helpful. Some of them are free, some of them are not. Again, you don't have to do the expensive ones. I will say that the cheap ones are really what saved me, not the expensive ones. So someone was asking about ozone. I've done the ozone. They take your blood out and they put the ozone in and put the blood back in. It was okay. I know some people have liked that more. I was mentioning I have that little ozone mister, which I don't fully understand ozone misting, so I can't really speak to it. But no, I'm just doing that now more for fun. When I was really sick, I was dry brushing every day. I was using the sauna a few times a week. I got into coffee enema. I do Epsom salt baths, just easy stuff. I did a lot of essential oils. I just stuck with it. I rinse my nose out twice a day. Just simple stuff. So here's a few resources. Unfortunately, you can't like click these links, but we do have a blog about 30 techniques, and then it links off to instructions. My Amazon book also goes into it more. And this last one is some of the companies I recommend for like castor packs and saunas and stuff like that. Someone was saying okra, they can't tolerate. You mean as like a binder or fiber? Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, Josh, like a lot of people just can't have a diverse diet. That will get better, but you're out of mold. Fantastic. Sometimes you feel better right away. I did, but sometimes you feel worse because you start dumping, and that's probably you need to support everything we're talking about today. Take more binders, take more antioxidants. Just if you start to feel worse because you can't handle what you're detoxing, then add more support in. Cliffy, I think it is saying, what do you think about doing general preparation for detox using Vibrad Chem, organic castor oil, kale support, oxy powder, advanced TUGCA, ESR. I don't know the ESR. Yeah, I mean, I would say some of those things are just straight already detoxifying. To me, castor oil is very gentle. Kale support, gentle. Oxy powder for the person who had the strong constipation. Oxy powder can be very good for constipation. I know you're in Australia, so I don't know if Cliffy, you'd be willing to share what's in the oxy powder or a link to it so she could try to find it in Australia. But it's just very like bowel moving. Yeah, I mean, all those things are great. I would consider those detox even more than detox prep. Like they're, you got starting to get a little stronger stuff. Yeah, Susan, I do the coffee enema in a bathtub, but some people who are bigger just lie on the floor on a towel in the bathroom. You have to retain the coffee, so you don't usually want to be sitting. But coffee enema moves your bile and recycles glutathione. So those are two things that are really helpful when you're not feeling well, when you're sick. There isn't as much study on them, I'll just be honest. But I can say from my experience, and a lot of my clients do them, they just give you a lot of energy. They just kind of I mean, I still do them now, like, so I feel like I'm getting sick or something, something's off, coffee enema. I just do it. You get used to it. So people often say, well, isn't that just like drinking coffee? No, it's not just like drinking coffee, right? Because you're not processing it through your digestive system. It's being absorbed in the colon, and we use a special kind of like little bit special kind of coffee. I do have a big blog and YouTube about that. Maybe I can find it later for you, but since we're on YouTube, if you look on my channel, like search just my channel for coffee enema, you can find the instructions. It usually takes like a few tries to get used to doing coffee enema. It's not going to be like right off the bat, you love it, probably. It's going to take a few, but I've been doing it now like 7 years, and I'm not the only one. Like, people really sometimes like it. So, um, no, I wouldn't say it makes you feel addicted to caffeine. Um, Barbara was asking how long can we hold mycotoxins in the body. You can hold it a long time. This was a bit of a surprise to me as I got into this industry. If you're just recycling them back or you're colonized, you can have an old exposure for sure, and it's still showing up. So no, a positive test now doesn't mean your house is positive, unfortunately. So this gets a little confusing.